Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to another exciting morning. I have a gigantic pile of G.I. Joe figures here. So, what I'm going to do this morning, I actually might start something up. I want to see how many people actually come on. I was a little bit shocked yesterday at the number of people who came on and were joining us in chatting GI Joe and chatting vintage in general. Let me pin that comment. Let me go to my thing here and pin this comment. Pin message. Because anyone who wants to join is welcome to join. So I am going to let people join in on this if they want to. I think that would be cool. And all right. I got to put up a second camera here. Yeah, that's the camera I want. And turn the mic off. Because we're going to be putting everybody right here. So I'll get that added to the stream. That's where we're going to be putting all the figures and showing things off. And I'll go to full screen at certain times. But how does this... It kind of blows me out, but it works for the when we're going to be over there. All right. So yeah, I have a giant pile of G.I. Joe figures over here. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough stands for them all. But one of the things I ran into was, so the other day, like yesterday, I was showing off how I finally got my snow ice Viper character, and I had one without any equipment. And the other thing I went to do was I went online and I found a Zorana complete for like $10 or $12 or whatever it was, and was gonna jump on it. And then I thought, wait a minute, don't I already have her? And I was sorting through figures like I am right now, going through boxes and stuff, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I do have her. She's right here. But she's not in the best condition. Her hair is discolored, and there's other little minor things about her that I'm just not happy about. So I might end up pulling the trigger on that complete one because it's so inexpensive anyways. But it just got me thinking, like, how many figures am I at risk of duplicating? Like, I know, I guess I didn't sort through this pile. It's been in a pile in the closet, which is the walk-in closet's turning into another toy extension to the toy room. And that's where G.I. Joe is going to go. So they've been piling up in there. But what's happened is, like here's another quick kick. And I was going to order Zorana, but here's Zorana. And I have an Ice Viper already, but I guess it doesn't hurt to have two. But so it was like, and here's another Shipwreck. Like, so I'm at risk of getting duplicates of some figures that I don't really need duplicates of. And so I got to go through this pile and sort it out. And I also have a pile of weapons here, as you can see, weapons, backpacks, and helmets. So I can make sure that I've got the items that go with the characters, because some of these are just a figure. There's no weapon, and the weapon very well could be in this pile or their backpacks. You know, like here's a Beachhead backpack, and I don't even think I have Beachhead, and Tripwire's backpack. So I didn't even know I had Tripwire's backpack. I've been looking for Tripwire on, trying to find him because I had Tripwire when I was a kid, and I didn't know I had his backpack. So I'm like, well, then that means that's one. I can find a cheaper one that doesn't have the equipment, maybe, since I've got some of it here and it's got all the landmines. So, and like Spirit, I've been looking for Spirit and Freedom, and I've got his backpack, and he's extremely. I was watching a couple on eBay just to get an idea of how much they're going for, and one of them on auction, a complete Spirit, and he wasn't even in good condition. His chest, his body was faded. The blue was like faded to brownish green. It looked terrible. It looked like vomit. And he went for $65, $70 or so. It was like $65 or something insane. And hi, Rolando. Good morning. Rolando's here. Hello, Rolando. How you doing? And it was just crazy how I was just like, I can't believe that these things are going. Like, why is Spirit going for $65? That makes no sense to me. And but if I got his backpack, then maybe I can get one that's a little cheaper and not have to worry about having all the accessories. Because a lot of times, if they're missing one accessory, they're like $50 cheaper than if they're complete. So yeah. And like this dude's gun, was that the Stalker, the Snow Stalks version of Stalker? So I've got, there's pistols, and this thing I know goes to somebody. Well, of course it goes to somebody. That's a little like, that's really vague. I know this goes to somebody. All this goes to somebody. But it's like, this was the pistol I was looking for, because this goes with the carded version of Lifeline had a pistol, and that's the pistol, which makes no sense because he's a pacifist. He shouldn't have a pistol. But he came with one, so we're going to put one with him. So yeah, so that makes these two complete. So the mail away and the carded one. I always wish you could put the pistol in the case so you could keep it with him but not have to have it in his hand, because but the case is pretty flush with what's inside it, so it doesn't really, you can't really close it once you pop it in there. Is this even a G.I. Joe gun? Oh, this has been painted. Someone painted this one. That's what's going on. Tomax and Zaymot's thing. Yeah, here's Monkey Wrench's gun, which John Boldry sent me. And then right after John Boldry, someone else sent me one too, so I got two of them. Yeah, just going through and sorting this stuff out would be really cool. I got extra string. I don't know what that goes to. Someone's backpack. Yeah, here's the big snow backpack. It's all washed out in the light. But anyways, yeah, we'll go through all this. So, one second here. One second here. All right. So, yeah, hello, Rolando. Good to see you. And hello to the other 2 or 3 of you that are in right now. If you want to join me on the stream, I'm going to make this go big. Let's see, go big and move this over here. So we'll be little windows on this side while we look at the G.I. Joe stuff. If you want to join me and chat in this side over here, like above me or below me, click the link that's above the StreamYard link and feel free to join. Otherwise, just follow along in the chat and I will click it as I see it. But first thing I got here is, so I've got a bunch of weapons and stuff to give to characters that are on this table over here. Do you want to see the table real quick? We can do this. We can show the table. So this is why we've got to sort these out and figure out what we have. This this is all G.I. Joe figures. It's a giant pile of G.I. Joe figures. And we need to sort this out. And yeah. So yeah. That's why. That's the why behind this. That's why we're doing this. And I've got my trusty Empire Strikes Back tin, and it's got, as you can see, G.I. Joe missiles and other things in here. Plus stuff that this will go with one of the characters, I'm sure. And this is for somebody. We got 2 of those. I know that this goes to one of the G.I. Joe guys, this giant honking thing. You know, I've got 2 of those. So there's all kinds of stuff in here that's going to end up going to somebody. I got some missiles and various other things in here. So yeah, we'll have to give. I might as well take those out because those are going to go with somebody. And I know that this goes to Bazooka, but I don't need to take the other ones off the sprigs, whatever you call them. I don't need to take them off of the. I'll leave them on the sprue, right? The sprue. Because that's, if they haven't been removed, I might as well not remove them because it makes them more complete, right? Yeah, so we'll put that down there. I don't think we'll need anything else out of that. And then for reference guides, so I don't know how many of you guys know this, but I've been touting the Mark Bellamo book on a lot of my G.I. Joe stuff. Hello, Lobot. Good to see you. Good to see you. And thanks again for being a member of the channel, Lobot. I really appreciate that. But I mainly use this book as like a checklist. This is the official collector's guide to collecting and completing your G.I. Joe figures and accessories by Chris Cardillo and James DeSimon, with some special contributions by Ron Connor and Derek Anderson. Now, the inside looks a lot like the cover. It's just a bunch of small pictures that show all of the accessories that came with the character. And it numbers the characters. Like, it starts with a little intro, but it starts with number 1, 1982 Grunt. And then it goes Stalker, Snake Eyes, Short Fuse, Breaker, and so on. And they alternate colors from red to blue just because it's nifty. Cobra, G.I. Joe, I guess. I don't know. But every figure has a number, 50, 55, 69. So like sort of the order they came out. And then it starts the new year. Like here's 1985 with number 65 Quick Kick. So, and the numbering system is just his number. It's not like this is official from G.I. Joe as to the numbering. But what's handy about the numbering is by the time you get all the way up to like 2004, it's 2004, O-rings were still going around in 2004. You're up to 931 figures, and then you keep going through 2005 and 2005 and whatever. Like, so it goes all the way up. They got the Sigma 2006, looks like the last batch of figures that had O-rings. But you can see, like, yeah, there's still G.I. Joe O-ring figures in 2006. And figure number 1,259 was a version of Chuckles. So this is kind of like a checklist in my opinion, because it shows you all 1,259 O-ring G.I. Joes that came out between 1982 and 2006. So I like this book as kind of a checklist. And the other thing is, too, is in the back, he's got them all just listed by hand. So you can kind of go, all right, I want to get every gung-ho that came out, so let's look up every gung-ho, find out what page they're on, take a look at it, and then I can collect all the gung-ho figures, So this is kind of a really good checklist book, in my opinion, because the images are so small, you don't get a good detailed look at like each and every accessory. But it's a very, very, I think it's one of the definitive books. It's like pretty definitive. But the one that I pretty much use a lot is the Ultimate Guide to G.I. Joe 82 to 94, because I don't have a lot of figures, if any, that are past the 90s. I think my collection is generally 82 to probably 87, 88. But I might have an occasional figure that might be 89 or 90. But so I don't even think I go to 94. But this is by Mark Bellomo. I use this book a lot because it not only has the figures, but it has the vehicles, and it shows them off in a way that you got all the equipment that comes with it. And there's really cool images in here that are made of made up of toys, showing off battle scenes. There's the headquarters that I got. Yeah, that's the headquarters. But the other thing is you can clearly see how he lays out the figures and what they're supposed to have. So like Airborne had this helmet, the gun, the backpack, and he shows the two variations in the backpack. There was a cross pattern and one that was solid. So, so you get a really good look at the figures and all their accessories on a nice white page like this. And and they have a little blurb about them, talking about the figures in some cases. So in a lot of cases too, it's like, because Zap is in here with this one, but he's also in the front. So there'll be a bigger blurb on Zap when he first came out. See, like that. There you go. So there's a giant blurb on Zap. So when he appears again, it's basically like, go back and refer to page 22 for more information on Zap, because it shows all the variations of the bazooka that he came with throughout time, his helmet variations, and stuff like that. So really good. I mean, look at this Cobra Commander spread. So everything you want to know about him. So I like this book for getting really up close and into it, for finding out what I need and what the character was supposed to come with, what variations the character might have had, that kind of stuff. And you get to see, look at this. I mean, like the Defiant complex, and it shows all the equipment that should have come with the Defiant. So you know exactly what you're looking for when you find one of these in the wild. That's what I like about it. So I'll be using that book for reference today on these figures to see if I've got the proper equipment that goes with them. Rolando and them are all saying hello. Mikey in Houston. Hello, Mike. Wow, if you're in Texas, this must be... Are you an hour behind me? It's 7:15-ish. Are you an hour behind or 2 hours? I don't remember what Texas is. If you're really in Houston, I assume you're in Houston, but I don't know. You might not be in Houston anymore. Book looks cool. Yeah, it is. I love it. I love it. I don't know. There's a couple of things here. Like I am a little biased. I have to admit I'm biased. I like Mark Bellomo's books. I personally just think he does a great job with his books. I've known Mark Bellomo for a number of years. So yeah, 6:20, it's 7:20 here ish, yeah. So, and he is in Houston. Yeah. I first met Mark Bellomo back in the 90s when I had a business selling. My friend Nofrio and I started up a thing where we basically bought and sold anything we could find, from toys to video games, board games, furniture, to we even got a car once. We found a car that was like $200, but it ran perfect and the interior was beautiful. It's just the exterior was bad. So we sanded it down, polished all the rust off, like put in a little bit of work to fix the car up, and then repainted it and sold it for a few $1,000s afterwards, and made like couple $1,000 profit for each. I think it was like $1,000 for each of us profit on that. So my friend Nof and I would just buy and sell anything we could find so that we could buy toys for our toy collection. That was our thing. Like we got back into collecting toys like in 89 or 90, and we were like, this is expensive, because we only had like part-time jobs, and we were doing school and college, we were still in school. We were like, I graduated in 91. So yeah, we were still in school when we started that. We probably started it around 1990 then, because I think we only did it 1 year while we were in high school, and then the rest was while I was in college. But anyway, so the early 90s, we put on we used to go to the toy shows and antique stuffs and conventions and things. Like we would do, back then there was only like Star Trek conventions. So we would do the Star Trek conventions when they came to town and put up a booth and sell stuff. And we would do the big antique show, which was called Rochester Antique and Toy Show, RATS, RATS. And so we had a booth there. We did it like every year for like 6 or 7 years. And Mark Bellomo would come in and buy stuff from us. He'd come into the Star Trek conventions, the Rochester Antique Toy Show, because he lived in Ithaca, New York, and we lived near Rochester, New York. So he would drive out and go to those shows whenever there was a big show. And he would buy a lot of the paperwork from us. So he'd buy like the catalogs, the some of the instructions and things like that, because we were constantly finding extra catalogs and instructions back in those days. And that's what he would like to buy from us, is he'd just come in and buy 10 or 12 instruction sheets and other paraphernalia that we found. And so that's how we got to know Mark Bellomo. And he's been on the podcast. I think we've had him live on the show once when I was on the YouTube once, but he was on the podcast a couple times back when I was just doing podcasting as audio. So I kind of have, a connection to Mark Bellomo. So he hasn't returned any of my emails in like 5 years, though. So that connection could have been severed by now. I don't know. He hasn't, because I've asked him to come back and come on the YouTube channel as a live stream with all of us now that we got this toy community going, and he hasn't returned any of those emails. So I may have lost that connection. So who knows? We'll see. But anyways, there's a history there. So I'm biased towards his books, because when you kind of know the author a little bit, you're like, well, you got to get his stuff, right? But it's fun, yeah. G-Force, good morning, G-Force. And yeah, in case I didn't do it, Mikey is in Houston. Hello, Lobot and everybody. Potentially something you sold him could be in his books. You're right, it very well could be. Yeah, that is there is a potential there. I know that there are certain things, like when I got in the I think I was getting ready to move to Seattle, and I sold off some broken toys because they were just broken in half and things like that, and I didn't want to move them with me. And then I sold off paraphernalia we had from when we were kids. So like, which part of me is kind of like, I sort of wish I had them, but at least I know they're in a good spot and I can go visit them every once in a while. But I had these Dukes of Hazzard like party plates, and we had napkins and cups and party hats, but they had never been opened. So my mother must have got them to do a Dukes of Hazzard themed birthday party, but then we didn't end up using them. Maybe we changed the theme and we did something else. So the Dukes of Hazzard just went in a box to be used later, but then we never got to doing Dukes of Hazzard themed birthday party. So I found them in the 90s and was like, holy crap, I have all this unopened Dukes of Hazzard stuff from way back when. And so eventually I was going to sell those, and somehow got in touch with, I think I may have put up some pictures. Let's see, because I started eBay in 2001. So I may have put up a listing on eBay for them, or something, and they contacted me. But the Dukes of Hazzard Museum contacted me and said, what other Dukes of Hazzard stuff do you still have sealed? Because we don't have this in the museum, and we want this stuff in the museum. So I told them I had the party cups, the party hats, the napkins, the plates, like all that. So they ended up taking everything, and I was just happy to let them have it, because, I mean, they gave me a little bit of money for it, but I was just like, no, if this is going in a museum, I want it to go in the museum. This is cool. So I just gave them everything I had for Dukes of Hazzard. And then when I moved from Seattle to Florida, so that was right when I was moving to Seattle. And so I didn't have to move them with me. So I shipped them all to them. But when I moved from Seattle to Florida, like 17 years later, when we drove through, we stopped at the Dukes of Hazzard Museum. And sure enough, they have a display of party stuff. And there's actually a little tiny sign saying donated by John Adams of New York. And I was like, oh, cool. They actually put a little like thing up for them. So that was neat. And then the other thing is, when I lived in Seattle, the bookstore I worked at came across a uncorrected proof of I think it was Red Mars by Stephen J. Anderson, if I remember that's the author's name. But when I met it's funny, I don't remember the author's exact name, but I met him at a science fiction convention in Seattle and got him to sign that book. And when he signed it, he was like, I haven't even seen an uncorrected proof of my book in years. Like, this is the first one that I've seen since I did the book. And he's like, I don't even know how you got this. And I was like, well, I work at a bookstore and it came in and I just picked it up because it was cool. And then, because it doesn't have the original, an uncorrected proof doesn't have the cover or anything. It's just like, it's almost literally like stapled together sheets of paper with a generic cover that just says uncorrected proof. And it's something that the editor would read and then correct the proof, in it. He'd correct it with, by the big red pen that your teachers would use. So he signed it, and then what I ended up doing was I took the book to the Seattle Science Fiction Museum because I knew they didn't have one, and basically I donated it to them. But the Seattle Science Fiction Museum does not actually take full-on donations, so they were like, we have to pay you, because there's like a little stipulation where you can't just sign something over to be used by the museum unless you're a member or founding member or a member of the museum in a way, like an owner, like a co-owner, and so they want to own it, basically. So they had to pay me for it. We had to fill out all this paperwork and they had to pay me for it. So they paid me something for it, and then it's in there. But still, my name is on the little plaque where that book is sitting in the museum, saying given to the museum by John Adams. So I got a couple of stuff that, I've given away to museums. It's pretty cool when you see that stuff. But anyways, we're on a totally different tangent, aren't we? We're not even doing what we're supposed to be doing. How did we get on this? How did we get on this topic of stuff? Yeah. I don't know. Oh, Rum's here. Salacious Rum is here. Good morning. Hashtag Underpants Squad. Ed5. Hello. Good to see you guys. Salacious is in the house. It's so good to see you. Underpants Squad. Comfy Underpants Squad. Everyone's saying hello. Pilly Yum Yum is repping no Underpants Squad. You mean he's just running around naked? What is he doing running around naked? Houston G Unit. Good morning, everyone. Hello, Geek Strong. By the way, there's a pinned note at the top of the chat. If you want to join in and chat with me, so I'm not just rambling on about stuff, you can kind of help derive the chat or the conversation. You can join. So please click the link and join in if you want to. Anyone who's here, please join in and help rein me in. Super John, please remember to take a breath. see, Salacious is getting me. He's got me. G'day, Ed5. G'day. Blue Harvest, how you doing? Up early and ready for calisthenics. No issues with background and context stories. Yeah. Thank you. Jesus, I'm still in bed. What are you doing? How could you still be in bed? Isn't it like noon where you are? Unrainable. Stay in bed and enjoy the chat. Yeah. But yeah, anyone who wants to join in, please join in. Okay, so yesterday we had the Ice Viper for the Cobra Wolf. So he's all set. Now, none of these backpacks go to the regular Viper, so we don't have to worry about him because none of this gear goes to him. I don't have any other gear for Shipwreck, so he can just go on the thing here. Let's see. This guy, did I see a gun for him? All right, that's a regular Cobra gun, right? Cobra Trooper Gun. It's not. I dropped it. So that's not his type of gun. His type of gun would have had a little spiky thing underneath it. And I don't see one here in the mix. So I don't think we have a gun for the Crimson Guards. Motor Viper. Yeah, we saw the Motor Vipers yesterday. So those can go up there. We have a Cobalt Guard. Yeah, here you go. See? The Cobalt Guard is basically got a black major version of the gun that you should have. Bayonet. It's a bayonet. That's what it's called. A thing sticking on the bottom of the gun. It's called a bayonet. So we got Quick Kick. And Quick Kick is complete. He's got his sword in his backpack, the nunchucks. Everything's pretty good on Quick Kick, so he's all pretty good and complete. Same with Jinx. Jinx has good paint. She's got both of her swords and backpack and the little staff thing. The staff is slightly bent, but I'm not going to really complain about that. I'm not that picky. Yes, bayonet. John wakes up at 5 a.m. I basically do between 5 and 5:30 every day. Because if I can get away with it, I'm starting my Lego job. I'm out there building Lego and installing in the stores at like 6 or 6:30 if I can get out there, because then I'm done by 11 or 12 and I'm home for the afternoon. I don't have to work all day. So, John needs a life, Orlando. Dandy, how you doing? Rozaf, what did you buy? Hey, Rozaf, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. And again, if anyone wants to join in, there's a link at the top. Just join in. And you dodge the busy customer traffic time. Yes, I do. I like avoiding traffic at all costs. So we got, Bazooka here, thanks to collecting Star Wars. Steve-O sent me Bazooka, which is really cool. I love my Bazooka. All right, we got Law and Order. He can go down here. And I think Law and Order has all his stuff. And we got Junkyard and Mutt And he has all his stuff. So he can go down here. And now we got Blowtorch. So Blowtorch has his backpack with the hose and the little squirty gun so that he can put out fires and an axe. Now, is that all that Blowtorch came with? I'm not 100% sure. So let's double check here. And Shipwreck needs stuff. So we're going to look through the book. We're going to look at the book. Let's find Blowtorch. Blowtorch is a night... barbecue. Sorry, barbecue. Was I saying Blowtorch? I meant barbecue. It's people in the chat yelling at me. Barbecue! Yeah. Isn't that barbecue? Yes, barbecue, not Blowtorch. I don't know what I'm talking about. Freddy Numb, the monkey lizard, is just woken up and he has a boner. Oh, okay. Thanks for letting us know that, Rum. We were all wondering, of course. Mutt and Junkyard need to classify. Yes, they do. That would be awesome. I have to build my Batmobile. Is Mutt all black? Seem to remember something about a brown underside. So yes, I think in later versions there was a... Oh, he's got the brown underside. Okay, yeah. But I do feel like there are some that are all black. I feel like you might not be imagining that. I think there are some that are all black. All right, so barbecue is complete there. Looks like that's what he has. The backpack with the orange thing in it, the axe, the hose, and the squirt gun, so he can put out fires. And Bazooka's all complete. So Alpine is the one we need. We don't have Alpine's spiky whatever dealies, the climbing equipment. And that gun, let's see, is that gun... No, this isn't the same gun. I thought it might be this one, but it's not. That's not the same gun. That looks modern. That doesn't look like an old G.I. Joe gun. That might be a modern one. So we're missing 2 pieces for Alpine, because here's Alpine right here. And Alpine has the main gun with the grappling hook, and then the pike, the climbing pike, that sits in his backpack there. But we don't have... Alpine's, we'll put him there because his backpack sticks out so far. We don't have Alpine's climbing gear and the little gun. So that's something that we'll keep that in mind. And then Shipwreck. Shipwreck should have a pistol. I think he was supposed to have a pistol and a little thing on a rope, right? Didn't he have a little thing on a rope? Thing on a rope. Not soap on a rope, but something else on a rope. A spiky thing on a rope. Where is he? There he is. So this spiky thing here, he's supposed to have that and that pistol. So I don't know if I care too much about the spiky thing, but I do want the pistol, at least, to make Shipwreck more complete. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. All right, and we saw Raptor. We saw that we had Raptor. And he's pretty good. And then we have... Now, this is the wrong gun. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. So let's look up Outback. I think Outback has the wrong gun there. So there's Raptor. And yeah, he just has the backpack and the bird. So he's all good. Oh, it looks like the Ice Viper had 2 of the Psi. So I need 1 more Psi weapon for him. Because I only have 1 for that character. So it looks like we should have a second one there. All right, where is... Oh, here he is. So we also can look at Law and Order. Law and Order had the helmet, the stick thing, a machine gun Uzi, the dog, and the strap, which he has all that. So Law and Order is complete. Jinx is complete. We saw that. But him, so that's the gun he should have. Yeah, so he's got the wrong gun, but he's got the strap and the backpack, and we need a flashlight. So I don't have a flashlight, and that's the wrong gun. So let's take that gun off him, because that could go to somebody else. We don't know. And I don't have that gun in the pile here, so we'll put him up there. I could almost go for a better figure too, because his body seems to be yellowing a little bit, and the survival word is rubbing off. The SU is kind of rubbing off. So maybe we'll find a better. And his hair isn't the best. I mean, his hair is sort of rubbed off in spots. So we might, maybe somewhere down the road, we could find a better one that has the opposite equipment. You know what I mean? Like, find a good figure with the gun, and then you don't need the backpack and the thing. You know, we can swap them around. So now we're on to, well, I have this Remco figure. It's Airman John. So I have him because his name is John, and I found him. He was like a $5 figure, but it's from Remco, so it's not really a G.I. Joe, but it's still cool. And he's John, the generic G.I. Joe guy. So let's move on to what figures we have in this pile, this giant mess. So we'll go with the guys that are already on stands. So I've got my Storm Shadow here, and like most of these figures, I think it might be all of them were purchased later on. So these were especially purchased in the last few months or whatever. But like Storm Shadow here, you'll see silver paint on his foot. That's because my mom used to put silver paint on all of my figures and my stands and stuff, so when I took them over to friends' houses, I wouldn't lose them. And this guy has been standing on this stand probably for 20 odd years in this exact pose, because I've never done anything with him but stand him there. And the other day when I was going through weapons, I found the short sword. So I did end up having it. And his bow is gone. Where's his bow? Uh-oh. I hope the bow is... Ah, here it is. Okay, here's the bow. His bow. It just fell off. Let me see. It goes like this, I think. Like I said, I don't really touch these things, so they're... Yeah, so his bow just goes on the backpack like that. So he's literally been standing around for 20 odd years in my collection, just like that. And I had to put a new rubber band in him at some point, so that's why he's now tightened up. Did Tim Brainbridge show up? Tim here? Yes, he did. Hello, Tim. Afternoon to you all. Fabulous showed up. Where's Fabulous? Good morning, all. Waking up with the kickstand down. I don't remember that Shipwreck, but then again, I don't think I ever got him new. I only ever found him used. And there are other versions of Shipwreck. What the heck are you guys talking about up here? Morning Glory. The same as the... Oh my gosh. Those were the days. Right? Impressive. Oh boy. The chat is going crazy up there. We'll scroll down. We don't need... Soap on a Rope for communal bathroom fun. Anybody have a Tiger Force Outback? I don't think I do, but I like the Tiger Force stuff. Mr. Tim. Is that RoboSkull still available? You mean the new one? I don't think the new one is still available. Looks nice and white. Okay, caught up on the chat. All right. And again, if anybody wants to join in, there's a link at the top to join the thing here, and you're welcome to join in. I can put it again in here. You're welcome to join in and chat with me while we do this. So the next guy I got here from my childhood is Rock and Roll, and he is also a childhood one, silver on the bottom. Because fortunately, a box did make it to Seattle, and this is a straight arm, and his thumb broke off. But I don't care because this is the one I had since I was a little kid, so I don't care. I'm like, the condition doesn't matter when it's something you had since you were a kid, you know. It's just cool to have that exact one. And then we have a straight arm Snake Eyes with his machine gun and the little ammo pouch that he's hanging on to. And his hand is a little deformed, if you can see that. But I don't care because they're so hard to get, these Snake Eyes. This is not one from when I was a kid. Oh, I remember how I got this now. I got the Snake Eyes from, we'll just put them there. From, oh, come on. I remember his name now. The Wheeljack's Lab. He's got a big store on eBay and all kinds of, on basically every social media site he sells stuff. It's Wheeljack's Lab. Great guy. This guy and I've been buying stuff from him for years. But he sold me he had a pile of probably like 200 G.I. Joe pieces. All the parts were just in a giant bag in a pile. They were all figures that had been broken, taken apart, everything. And he just sold me the whole pile for like $100 or something one day. And I was like, no, I'll take all the pieces. Don't worry. I'm cool with this. So we made a deal. And I built, like, a lot of these figures I built from that pile. And that Snake Eyes was one of them. And to be quite frank, it's like, it was almost worth that whole pile just for this figure, because he can sell for $70, $80 easily, sometimes even $100. So it was like, you know, it was almost worth it to buy that whole pile for just that one figure and spend all the time. Because I had to sit there for hours sorting out arms, legs, heads, body parts, and then screwing them together, putting in rubber bands. You know, it was like, you know, sometimes having to like get rid of the screw and find another screw that would fit, you know, because there's two different kinds of screws actually for G.I. Joe. They switched at a certain point. So there's two different kinds of screws, you know, so it's like, yeah, it was time consuming, but it worked out in the end, you know. We got Torpedo here. Torpedo, I don't remember I don't think this is my Torpedo. I think I got this later on because mine might have disappeared. Yeah, there's no silver on these feet, and there definitely would have been silver on them. But he's got his backpack and I just got the gun. The gun may have come from John Baldry also. This could have been one that, because I had this green version of the weapon with Torpedo for a while, and then I got this black. The black one is what he's supposed to have, and that could have been a John Baldry save as well, because he sent a bunch of accessories at one point to help me out because he had noticed I was missing a few accessories. You know how John is. He pays attention and watches your videos, and then suddenly you get this surprise package with all the stuff you needed that you didn't even ask for. It's cool. John is like an amazing person. I love him so much. So where are we with the chat? There's talking about you can still pre-order it. Okay, you can still pre-order the Robo Skull. I didn't know that. So now we got the Dreadnoughts here. We're going to go through Dreadnoughts. Now the Dreadnoughts, I think, are the ones that I've had, since I was a kid. Silver on his feet. And I managed to keep all the weapons. So I've stuck his gun in here, and he's got this hose thing with a little clamp. And I do think these open. No, they open on the modern one, I think, but they don't open on this one. I think that's how it goes. Because I have modern versions of these guys too. And I'm surprised that through the years I kept my Dreadnoughts in such good shape, because they're still pretty relatively good. And then we have Torch here. And for some reason Torch didn't come with a black hose. He's got this silver one that pops in there. And then we got Buzzsaw. Now, I have a Buzzsaw weapon here. Here we go. This is his weapon, his chainsaw. So we got to give him his chainsaw. We'll put him like that. Yeah, his chainsaw can be up in the air. So, and he's got this weird spiky, like, thing and a gas can backpack. Cool. And yeah, there's silver paint. He's probably been standing on that stand for 20 odd years as well. Let's see, who else do we have already on a stand and good to go? We got Dial Tone. And is this could be my Dial Tone. I don't remember. Nope, Dial Tone must have got lost and I got the new one. Because I'm pretty sure he would have had the silver on the bottom if it was mine. Because I remember having Dial Tone, but I must have lost him in the move, and now I got this new one. But he had the backpack with this cool movable piece that could go over his mouth, and he had the submachine gun. I like that Dial Tone figure. This is a cool figure. And he's also cool. I think there's a Night Force Dial Tone, and there's a Tiger Force. Like, they used him a lot. Mainframe. Now, Mainframe, I think, is supposed to have... Actually, this backpack is broken, so I'm going to swap it out with this one because it has a peg on it that you're supposed to hook a hose. Oh, but the antennas broke off. So I got two backpacks. Both of them are broken. I like the antenna more than the hose attachment, so that's going to stay on that one. Well, I guess I need a backpack for him, and I need the hose and a little... He'll hang on to a control unit. So, I'm going to... He's not one. I thought this would be one I had since I was a kid, too, but I guess I didn't. He's a replacement. He could probably use a new rubber band. He's a little bit wonky, so he might need a rubber band at some point. But Mainframe and Dial Tone kind of hung out together, so they can stand there together. All right, we got Leatherneck with his big machine gun and backpack. And I think this was a replacement Leatherneck. Yeah, it is. So that's cool. He's complete. And then we got Low Light. Oh, Low Light was awesome. I loved this guy. And now Low Light should have a machine gun as well, like a pistol of some type. A pistol machine gun here. So I know he's missing a small gun, like a Like an Uzi. I think he has like a little Uzi or something. We can look here. Let's double check. But something's beeping over here and I don't like it. Like, what's beeping? Why is something beeping over here? I don't have anything else on. See, you hear that? Did you hear that beep? And there's nothing else on. So what the hell could be beeping over here? How do you remember all the names? Impressive. I have an 83 Snake Eyes, but the accessories are black. Not so sure if the Uzi and explosives pack go to him. How much is it, Tim? Oh. Variant hose, maybe. Blue Sasquatch, hello. How you doing? How you doing? Blown away. Joe knowing the names. I'm hearing it. It's Frogger talking. Yeah, I heard it. Low battery. No, it's plugged in. It's plugged in, so it's not low battery. It's not low battery. It's plugged in. Low Light needs his bipod on the weapon. Yes, you're right. He does have a bipod that he needs for that weapon. That is absolutely true. I have this one little weapon attachment here, but that's, I think, a folding stock for somebody's weapon. So, not for Low Light. Yeah, I don't have any other folding stocks or anything like that. So, a little stand. It's like a little tripod stand thing that goes on the front of that gun. We'll bring up Low Light here in the book because we're going to want to see that stuff. Where is he? Was he 86? Was Low Light 86? Yeah, it is an Uzi. So he should have an Uzi, and that's the little bipod stand he was talking about that should go on the gun right there. So, and this shows his backpack as being black, where my backpack is gray. So that's interesting. I might have the wrong backpack on him because they're showing the backpack as black. It looks the same, but it's just a different color. And let's go back to 83 Snake Eyes. See, what might be? It could be that the 83 Snake Eyes has a gray gun and a gray ammo pouch, and I have the straight arm version. And I bet you if we go back to the straight arm 82, it's supposed to be black, and that's why. Well, I don't know. They're not as black as I thought they would be in this picture. But I wonder that because there are black, like dark black versions of these, and these look gray as well in the picture here. But I know what you're talking about. I've seen black ones. So I'm almost wondering if the black version came out first, and Mark Bellamo could even have them mixed up because it could have been something where the character came with black, and then later on they toned it down to that grayish black version, and there could be two different ones of those. Did other characters come with that stuff? Let's see. Because I always swore that Rock and Roll came with one of those as well, but he doesn't in the picture here. I swore that he came with that ammo pouch as well. And it wasn't until I got this book that I went, oh, wait a minute, he never came with that? I thought he did. So because I swore another character came with that ammo pouch. And that's the other option. Because, like, you know, when you look at Cobra Commander's gun, it's dark black. And his gun is dark black. So it's like there are dark black versions of a lot of these things. And then there's a light gray. There's a gray version, gray black. Like Scarlet's crossbow is a good example. There's a dark black one, and then there's a grayish black, and I don't know which one I have. Well, we'll get to Scarlet in a minute, but nobody else. I swore that someone else used that ammo pack, but I'm not seeing it in this book. Oh well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's whatever. They got equipment. Whatever. All right. Now we're going to... We got Dusty here. And Dusty is one that I had since I was a kid. So I managed to keep my Dusty. And just recently, I got Dusty's bipod stand for this gun. And I was blown away. It was in like a job lot of stuff. And I'm going through the little pieces and parts, and I'm like, holy crap, no way! This makes Dusty complete, you know? It's like, so I was just ecstatic the day I found that in that lot of stuff. Because this Dusty is one of my favorite characters. I just love the look of that guy. I think he's so cool. Yeah, they're saying low lights 86. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Looking like a great lineup. If you want to join me, the link's in the link. I'll put the link again, but there's a pinned link. You guys can come on and join the chat. And I'm always happy to talk to people while doing this. Yeah, and there's a lot of those accessory packs. You're right, G-Force. And those accessory packs often get things mixed up. Because, like, I do have some stuff from the accessory packs in here, like this is Roadblock's backpack with his little ammo thing, but Roadblock's is brown and this is that tan color, and this is for Blowtorch, but Blowtorches should be yellow, and this is for Spirit and Freedom, but Spirit should be green like this. So you want to use this for Spirit, not this one. But you could use this if you just don't have it, you know. So I kept those in the bin because I know those are generic. And same with the brown helmets. Like, brown helmets never came with a character on card. So if you got a brown helmet, you know it came from an accessory pack, and no one's going to use the brown helmet. And I think same with the green. I think this color green is also from a accessory pack. So technically, I don't need any of these green helmets because those are accessory pack helmets, and the brown helmets are accessory pack helmets. So they're not really going to go with a character. I could put them in the bin. But did we just see, though, Rock and Roll should have a helmet? Isn't that true? Was his helmet gray? So I may have a helmet for Rock and Roll there. Yeah, Rock and Roll. Actually, his helmet should be similar color to his body. So I may not... Those are two... I think... Well... No, those are two... They're not really the right color. Technically. I could give him one of those helmets for now. But technically it should be more the color of his body. See, a lot of the guys, the helmet matched the body color. You see how it kind of matches? And they talk about that here, how there's 3 different color helmets in his early days, and they kind of match. Who gets what kind of matches the body color. So, well, here it's more of a dark gray. I don't know. I guess we could give him the darkest one. Let's see what we got here. That would be this one. So maybe we'll give Rock and Roll the darkest gray one for now. Yeah. There we go. All right, and then we got my brother's favorite character, Tunnel Rat, as you know. And Tunnel Rat should have 2 flashlights, which I don't own. So we'll put Tunnel Rat right here. And is this could be my Tunnel Rat. I don't know. Nope. I guess it's not. It might not be. Or I got him after my mom was done painting him. Because at a certain point, she stopped painting him but I don't remember really. That could be, could not be, might not be. I don't know. Okay. Let's see here. We got one more figure on the stand here. We got... Where's his stuff? Oh, here's another helmet. We got stuff lying around. So we got... Is this Short Fuse? Oh, no, not Short Fuse. Psych. No, not Psycho. What the heck is his name? All right. Who knows that guy's name? That's Tunnel Rat. Airtight. Hey, Sergeant Slaughter. How you doing? Sergeant Slaughter. Slaughterhouse is in there, and nobody beats G.I. Joe. My Dusty's missing his legs, war injury. Hi, Fabulous. My Dusty's in a playground we used to stand. Nobody beats G.I. Joe. That's Tunnel Rat, yeah. Airtight. Yeah, Airtight. That's his name, Airtight. Why do I always forget his name is Airtight? I do that a lot. I like the character, but I keep forgetting his name. So Airtight should have... Airtight's an 85, right? Yeah, here he is. So Airtight, I got his gun and his hose and this little breathing mask thing. So I know I don't have the breathing mask thing, but the gun and the hose, they gotta be here. I know I had them. They're in this pile somewhere. Let's see. Here's a hose. I got a hose. I know the gun is here somewhere. Where the heck is it? All right, we're gonna have to move. We're gonna have to move Airtight off to the side. I know that his stuff is here somewhere. So another guy we got is Crazy Legs. Crazy Legs is here, and I don't know if this is complete. So let's... Is Crazy Legs in 87? Or is he in 86? I don't remember. Oh, he's in 87. So Crazy Legs should have a folding stock thing, and it's different than the piece that I have. So he's missing a folding stock that goes on the gun. So that's all that Crazy Legs is missing. So we'll just put him up there. And remember that. He needs a folding stock. Those pieces are so hard to find. All right, so guess what? Since cool that you have it. Yeah, but the reference book is Ultimate Guide to G.I. Joe by Mark Bellomo. Great book. Attention. All right. Airtight and Eels were always high on my list for the breather tubes. Yeah. Stock missing. Yeah, he has a stock. Yeah. Cool. So, Mr. Sergeant Slaughter, you'll be happy to see this action figure appearing in the collection. Sergeant Slaughter from the Triple T tank with his little staff all set to go. He's got a whistle around his neck. Get in line, Joes! And we got to give him a stand. He needs a stand. He's the drill sergeant. They stole some of his DNA to try and make Serpentor, but Sergeant Slaughter wasn't having it and stopped. I don't think his DNA ended up in Serpentor, right? Didn't he stop them from doing that? Because he wasn't having it. Wishing a speedy recovery to Queen Lizzie. Tested. Speedy recovery, Queen. My nickname was Crazy Legs in the 70s, 80s dancing days. Oh, of course. And then to go along with Sergeant Slaughter, we have the Renegades. This is Mercer, I think, if I remember right. His name is Mercer. And he's got a pistol with a silencer in a backpack. And Mercer's going to need a stand. So we'll put him on a stand and put him with Sergeant Slaughter up here. And then we got Taurus. Taurus is one of Sergeant Slaughter's Renegades. He's got this weird-looking rifle thing and a backpack that's very similar to Rakondo's backpack. Rakondo's backpack is right here, and but it's orange instead of tan. So Taurus will go on a stand and go right there. And then there's one more Renegade. Where is he? Red Dog. Red Dog has a pistol and an orange backpack. And so Red Dog's got to go on a stand. Cool. So you got Sergeant Slaughter and his Renegades all set to go. And next up we got here, now this is Duke. And this is the Duke that I've had since I was a kid. He's got the silver paint. And I painted Duke's boots dark brown. So for some reason as a kid, I decided he needed dark brown boots. So I painted his boots dark brown. And this is the same Duke that I've had since I was a kid, of course. And let's check his back. So he's got the solid version backpack. And I do have the cross version right here. So there's two versions of this backpack, the solid and the cross version. So I've got both variations of those backpacks. And he's supposed to have a binoculars, which I'm 99% sure the binoculars are here somewhere in the pile. So we'll put Duke there, and we're going to give him the binoculars when we run across them, because they're here somewhere. And then next up we got a straight arm version. No, this is swivel arm. Swivel arm version of Short Fuse with the visor and his backpack. So he's supposed to have a mortar launcher, but I don't have the mortar. I know that I don't have the mortar launcher. Let's take a look. So he'd be, swivel arm is 83. So he's the 83 version of Short Fuse right here. Yeah. So he should have this mortar withstand, and I don't have it that at all. But I've got the helmet, the visor, and the backpack there. So we got that for Short Fuse. And then let's see. We got, oh, here's a good one. The Fridge. Refrigerator Perry with his football club. Love that figure. Refrigerator Perry. He's awesome. That is like, that's so cool. I started a Sergeant Slaughter and Mr. T. I pity the maggot collection. I just fed the ducks. Now it's Dino Machino protein cake time. Protein cakes. Sounds like they may have a difficult exit strategy. My mom painted the bottom of the feet on my action with fingernail polish. Yeah. It was because that way when I went over to my friends' houses, I didn't get mixed up with theirs, you know. All right, so we got Scrap Iron with his missile launcher. And this is funny too, because Scrap Iron's gun is supposed to be black, but this is a red version that was in one of the accessory packs. So when I was a kid, I painted it black because I knew it wasn't supposed to be red, because I must have lost his gun and then painted it black. And it's the same one, silver on the bottom, that I've had since I was a kid. And again, he very well could have been standing on this stand for the last 20 odd years or more. Because I just like this, because that's. But yeah, when I was a kid, I lost his weapon, got a new weapon in a expansion pack, like the accessory packs, but it was red. So I painted it black because I knew it was supposed to be black. So Scrap Iron's there. It's amazed I kept some of these like together, like Snake Eye or like Storm Shadow. Like that's the one I've had since I was a kid, and I still have all of his equipment. Like, how did I not lose all that over the years, you know? It's just amazing how some of these figures stayed intact and others got completely obliterated, you know? Oh, here we go. We got Leatherneck's buddy, Wetsuit. And is this the Wetsuit I have owned the whole time? I don't know. I don't think so. It's interesting to me that all his equipment's here. That's why I'm checking. Because generally, if they have... I can't believe I got a wet... No, I must have got him later on. But I can't believe I got one with the hoses, because those hoses should be missing on every Wetsuit you find. But I must have got him later on, or we just didn't mark him. I don't remember. But Wetsuit was a great character. This looks complete. I think it was the backpack, the hoses, the spotlight, and the little rover that goes underwater, and his flippers. And he's best friends with Leatherneck, so he'll go standing here with Leatherneck. They always fought in the cartoon and argued about stuff. It was funny. Oh, it looks like I have two Copperhead. I don't know why I have two of Copperhead, but I do. All right. And I have Cutter. He's from the Whale. He drives the Whale. It looks like his nose was cut off. So Cutter got his nose cut off. And his shirt, his body is like really bad. And this is what I'm talking about with the blue. Like this happens to Spirit all the time. Spirit turns this barf-colored vomit green. And it bothers the hell out of me. Like I want this to be as blue as it was when it was brand new. So like somewhere down the road I'll get a new Cutter because that's just, to me, that looks gross. And I'm trying to find a Spirit that isn't like discolored like that. And that could be why Spirit is so expensive, because they're all puke colored now and there's very few of them that are blue. They're all the color of barf. All right, we got Dr. Mindbender with his Cobra cape on, cloth goods Cobra cape. And he's got this little like weird mind control device that can go on this staff here. And it plugs in right there like that. Dr. Mindbender. I think Dr. Mindbender's complete with that. All right, we got Airborne. Airborne has a machine gun with the bayonet and the backpack there. Let's see what version he's wearing. He's wearing a cross version of that backpack. And this one needs a new rubber band. He's very loose. So we'll give him a new rubber band at some point. Put him on a stand. This could be, yeah, this is one I've had since I was a kid. So that rubber band is original then. That's probably the original rubber band that he came with out of the box. So he's been hanging out since I was a kid. Oh, look, we have another Dusty. A second Dusty, and this Dusty has a broken crotch though. So we'll put, let's pick a, which version of these guys do we want? Oh, okay, this one's pretty beat up, so he'll go over there, and we'll put this Copperhead on a stand, and Copperhead can go up here and hang out. Let's see who else we got here. We got Breaker 19, come in. It's Breaker with his backpack and helmet and this little like thing, walkie-talkie dealie that goes on his head. Straight arm version of Breaker, and he's really becoming discolored through the years. The green is changing a little bit. His arms have turned like suntan. He's got a real good tan in his face. So he's changed through the years. But that Breaker is complete. I think that's all he comes with. Fridge. Scrap iron was another favorite. The Fridge, very hard to get in the UK. Wetsuit was an ace figure for the bath. Yeah. Pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew. He has a dusty crotch. And again, anyone wants to come on, chat with me, you're welcome to join in. So our alternate version of the extra version of him, we can lay down in the back. We got the other, there's two more Motor Vipers. We got that Motor Viper up there, and we got two more of those, so we can lay them down in the back as extra. Well, they're not extras. I'm going to put them in the army, but yeah, you know, they're going back there. Oh, here we go. Here's Scarlet. So my Scarlet has her crossbow and she's been shot in the chest. So somehow, and her crotch is broken. So I could really use a new body and crotch for Scarlet. Well, especially the body, because she's been shot in the gut. So, yeah, the Scarlet's not the best, but at least she's here, right? At least she exists in this collection. Oh my gosh, she doesn't have. Is this a fake Scarlet? She doesn't have foot pegs. Did Scarlet not have foot pegs? That doesn't make any sense. What the hell do I have here? Scarlet, that's a swivel arm. Wow, please note, Scarlet's feet have no holes in the bottom of them, so she cannot be posed on a battle stand or in G.I. Joe vehicles with pegs. I don't remember that at all, but it's right there in the book. Huh. Now, this is the thing we were talking about earlier. Now, this crossbow is black. That's clearly dark black. It's a different color than the machine gun. See, there, and I have a gray one. So this one must be from an accessory pack, not the original, because it's clearly dark black in the book. I don't know if you can see that on the screen there, but it's definitely a different. There's definitely gray versions in the book and then dark black versions, and both the 82 and the 83 have a dark black crossbow. So that's that. If it's light gray like it is, that means it probably came from an expansion thing, because it's clearly really dark black in the book. So that's interesting about Scarlet. I didn't know that, but we need a whole. We'll lay Scarlet down because she's not going to stand up anywhere. Bob has a dusty crotch too. Rum. Battle damage Scarlet, yeah. We really know what you did with Scarlet. I know what you're trying to say. That's funny. Yeah. The beeping is your Discord open and running in the background. Now, I don't have Discord open and running in the background. I checked. It's not running. Hello, Chris.
Have one of your clones gone offline? Is that what the beeping is?
I don't know. I'm looking right now. I don't have Discord running. Like, nothing else is running. I don't understand how that could be beeping.
Hey!
Well, we're dealing with the beeping because I don't know what's going on. But, yeah, we're just going to deal with it. All right, we got Snow Job here. Snow Job has his gun, rifle, skis, and backpack. Now, my skis are two different skis. If you look at the tilt of them, you can see that they're two different skis. So we think what happened is they had one ski when he first came out, and it's slightly altered through time. And I've got one ski from two different figures. Do you know what I mean? So I got to get
barbecue are my favorites.
I got to get one or the other to match it. And then he's supposed to have ski poles, which clip in these clips on there. So I got to get 2 ski poles for Snow Job. But yeah, Snow Job was always a favorite of mine. I really liked that character. I thought he was so cool.
Was there an Arctic accessory set that you could buy that had all that?
That could be as well. They could have had him an accessory set, and the skis were slightly different. That very well could be. Now we have Frostbite here. And Frostbite is supposed to have a gun. If we're lucky, it could be one of the guns that we have here. It's a black rifle. And I thought that I had it, but let's go through and look here. Let me find where Frost. See, here's Spirit with a really nice blue chest, so it exists in blue, but they're often puke green and barf colored. Oh, there's a variation. No, we don't have the variant. There's a variation in him, which we don't have the variant, but the helmets are different. Do you see the difference in the helmets?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. Now with Scarlet, was she the only girl that didn't have pegs because her feet were too small?
It seems like it. I got Covergirl, so we'll check when we see Covergirl. Come on, where's Frostbite? What the hell? Here he is. Okay, so it's supposed to be a gun with a big ass scope on Frostbite, and I don't think I have the one because I thought it could have been like this one. That actually looks like a gun for. I don't remember who. It's not that one. It's not this one. No. So I don't have his gun. Oh, is it this? Yep. Oh no. That's even slightly different. It's similar, but it's different stock and everything. So it's not that one either. No, I don't. Like, I thought maybe I had a gray version of it, but we could do that for now. But no, I guess I don't. So no gun for Frostbite. Sorry, buddy.
Are you keeping track of this as you're going along to fill in?
I can, when I pick them up and put them away, I will. I haven't been writing stuff down at the moment. So I got another quick kick with his backpack. So that's an extra. I got this Star Force little ski thing. I don't know what this is. Is this Action Force or?
Yeah. Yeah, it might be.
Do you guys out there in the UK know what this is? It's a little like ski thing. I don't know. That's funny. I think it looks like there's a clip up here. Like it may have had like a jet ski handle that came out there. Is that true? Let's put he can ride it. He can be like, let's go. Let's go.
It's part of the cores.
Oh, the core
toy line.
Traveling through hyperspace ain't like Dusty's crotch, boy. It ain't like Dusty's crotch. We all have a good snow job. Like a good snow job. It's all over the place with the snow job. Even had a bit of frostbite, but the doc got rid of it. As opposed to snow blower. Team spreadsheet. Yeah, we need Dude here. Dude would keep track of the spreadsheet while we're going. Bob's searching the internet to see if he can order a snow job. You got to be careful when you're ordering yourself a snow job online. All right, let's get into some. We got some Cobra guys to look at here.
Cobra.
Now, this is also. Oh my gosh! He just exploded on camera. Well, I was trying to say this is one I've had since I was a kid, and that it's probably the original rubber band and stuff. And yeah, and he just exploded on camera. So let's find.
Didn't the bat used to explode?
Let's find all his pieces here, and I'll put them back together at some point. Wow, the screw. Oh my gosh, the screw is actually still in there in the front. So the screw just busted in half from age. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. All right, well, I still got his legs, his arms. Let's see, so I got legs, arms, body.
Where'd his head go?
And here's his head. Okay. Ooh, did he break? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he broke. Look at that.
Oh, the peg hole?
This is the bottom part that would go here. So this piece is going to be around here somewhere. See, like, I got half a figure here, so it should just be like a round.
Yeah.
So he totally broke. You see that?
The VA will take care of that.
So there's probably a piece down here somewhere that I'll find later. All right, we're going to put him in the repair pile. He'll get repaired. That sucks. He's an original. I mean, that, like I was trying to say, he's an original Cobra officer from '83, and these are getting to be expensive. But he's got
we can rebuild him. We have the technology.
He's got a gun from one of the accessory packs. The Cobra guns in the accessory packs were like this bluish color.
Mm-hmm.
So we got that. So we'll put him in the repair pile. We'll see if we can repair him. I don't know. That kind of sucks that he exploded. All right. Well, look at this. First off, this is what I'm talking about. So in the accessory packs, they were blue like this, but they were supposed to be blackish gray like this. So I can give him an original gun now. And let's hope he doesn't explode. But I have a Cobra Trooper here. And original Cobra Trooper. And now he has his correct gun, because we could swap that out and give him the proper weapon. Let's give him a stand. Oh, that sucks that guy. Oh, this is one I've had since I was a kid, too. Silver on the bottom. Very cool. These guns don't really want to stay in their hands the right way, do they? Some of the guns just don't seem to really want to.
That's why I lost them so quickly, because I could never get them to hold guns properly.
All right, and then we have, this is my original Cobra Commander. And again, he's got an accessory pack gun, because it's not supposed to be blue. It's supposed to be a dark, like a black gray. But this is the one I've had since I was a little kid. I know that for sure. And, well, we didn't paint him, though. Huh. But I remember, I mean, because he's been sitting here for 20-odd years, and everything's rubbed off him. And that's the only reason I have this kind of Cobra Commander, because, again, this guy is hundreds of dollars now. So I've never bought an update one to replace the one. Plus, it's the one I had since I was a kid.
I think I have a couple of the 25th anniversary reissues.
And then I also have my original hooded Cobra Commander.
That's my favorite.
And his legs are turning darker than his body. It's funny to see how the plastic changes, because the arms are now different color than the body and head, and the legs are different colors than all of them. And the arms are actually 3 different colors. It's like dark blue, purple, and light blue. Like each piece is changing differently. And so I've had those since I was a kid. They've been hanging around together. And then we got, look at this. There's a couple Zartans here. So this Zartan has the chest piece without the color thing. This one has the color thing. This one has the knee pads, and this one does not. But they both have backpacks. He's got his gun. Let's see. Oh, the face is in here. I can see it already. So the extra face is in here. Cool. And does this other one have the extra face? No, the other one doesn't have the extra face. So, should I put the one with the color change on this one? I don't know. We'll put him over as an extra, and we'll put Zartan. I won't mess with it right now. Oh, this is the Zartan I've had since I was a kid. Look at that. So maybe that's why he doesn't have... Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? His feet just broke while putting it on the stand. Look at that.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Well, I could take the legs off the other one. So Zartan needs a repair job. But that sucks because these are the legs. This is the one I've had since I was a kid, and now he's all broken. Wow. I can't believe that it literally just broke when I was trying to put him on the stand. Holy cow.
It's odd which ones become brittle.
We'll put him over there for repair because, yeah, we could take the legs. Well, we might not even have to. We could just take that equipment and put it on this guy because we could just add the knee pads on here. And then, yeah, we could build so we'll build a new Zartan out of these. Wow, that is, oh my gosh, get this. I go to do the stand and this one breaks.
Oh.
So don't put your Zartan on a stand. There's the lesson. Leave your Zartan.
The same foot broke, didn't it?
Yeah. So there's a lesson here. Don't put your Zartans on a stand. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. All right, we're not touching Zartan anymore. Leaving him alone. Oh my, that's crazy.
I would pay attention to when you're going to put him on the peg, see how thin the hole to the side of the foot is.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty small for that guy. All right, we got Destro here, and this, I think, is the Destro I've had since I was a kid. Now I'm worried about everyone. Yeah. I'm worried they're going to break. Like it's freaking me out. So yeah, he's got his little pistol and these nice chrome. Destro can go up there. Everyone's going to be saying stuff, I know.
Mostly about have you been working out with Geek Strong?
Dusty should have been called Desert Task. Whoops. Self-termination. Live action right here.
G-Force says aftermarket stands have a slightly larger peg.
No, these don't. These are exactly the same as I've checked them out. They're exactly the same.
Mm.
Don't ever let Joe touch your Joes. Would that happen because of exposure from playing with them as a kid? Probably. I mean, I played with that Zartan to death and did the sun trick a number of times, you know. Gold trim on him. And it could actually be the process because his whole thing changed colors. So it could actually be the process and how the plastic is made.
Yeah.
Because he was designed to change colors. So it could be it could have made for a flimsier plastic. I don't know. Yeah, and I got his ski sled is right here. So I still have his ski sled, and it's got the silver on it. So the one I've had since I was a kid. That's what we can do. We can put him on a ski sled and we can keep Zartan here on his sled. That's what we'll do. So he can still stay in the collection and just be sitting on a sled the whole time. Oh, here's Duke's binoculars. So that goes on Duke to make Duke complete. I got the Baroness here, but her arm got chewed off by Mutt, or Junkyard. Well, maybe it was Mutt, yeah. So, you would think that Junkyard, the dog, would have went up and chewed Baroness's arm off, but it was probably Mutt. Yeah, he just jumped on her one day and chewed her hand off.
Does she have peg holes?
Yeah, she does.
Her feet must be slightly bigger or something. Or she doesn't have heels or something.
Yeah, they are more flat foot. You're right. She's more flat foot than Scarlet was.
I always wanted that Refrigerator Perry one, but I never did send away for him.
Yeah, he's got the things on his thighs here, see? The color change and the pistol, yeah. I just have 2 of them. The second one is missing those parts. But they both broke, so it's kind of funny that they both broke. Gorilla Thumbs crushing all his toys. Now they're both broken. They both broke right here while we were doing the thing. So it's something with Zartan himself, because none of the other characters are having a problem, but 2 different Zartans broke right here on camera. So
I think you're right. I think it's the plastic that
it's something. Yeah, it's something to do with Zartan. They're actually smaller. They're smaller holes, because if you look, this is an original stand, okay, and the peg doesn't go all the way in. You can't put it on. But the other stand that I bought, if you look, the peg is smaller, and you can put it all the way on the figure. See,
yeah.
It doesn't. It's actually smaller. The aftermarket one is smaller than the original peg, so. They are slightly different, but because what I think happened is they got the original mold, because even the rough texture is the same. So this company, see, and this is where the G.I. Joe would go. It's right here. So this company I think they got the original mold, and they've been pumping them out from the original mold. Because they're almost exactly the same, But when you put the peg on the figure, it actually goes in more. So I think the peg is slightly smaller on the aftermarket one than the originals. It's just Zartan, Lobot. Zartan's the only one that's had a problem. Yeah, I have the big skier from my friend. That's pretty cool. I like it. I'd jump on Baroness. Yeah. So I got another rock and roll here with no arms. So we'll put him in the extras. We got Footloose here with no equipment. I don't think I have any. I think Footloose had a brown helmet actually with some feathers or something, leaves on it or something. We got to put Footloose needs everything. We got. Is his name Thunder? The driver of the Slugger. He's the Slugger driver. Was his name Thunder? Was that his name? I can't remember.
Sounds right. I lost track of all the drivers and stuff names.
Yeah. Let's check. We can check in the book.
I know a guy who used to.
I opened right to him. That's funny. Yeah, Thunder. So Baroness, I need her gun and backpack, and Thunder is complete for the Slugger.
I used to know the guy who wrote the file cards for them.
You mean Larry Hama or the different guy? Because Larry Hama wrote some of the file cards. I remember that. Wow, I got a lot of
Yeah, you should have just gotten it open on that.
Busted up figures. Oh, here's another Alpine, so he can go in the extra pile.
Yeah.
We got two cross country. So we'll put one over there, and we'll put one cross country.
Actually, the guy I know, his name was Tom Wheeler, and he wrote some stuff toward the end, and then a whole bunch of stuff for like the reissue ones.
Oh wow!
So he wrote a whole bunch for some new characters and the brigade ones, that kind of stuff.
Here's Hawk.
There you go.
With his helmet, backpack, and pistol. Hawk's knees are a little loose. That's cool. I like Hawk. He's a good guy. Cool character to have. And then we got this guy. Who's this guy? He's got a machine gun in a looks like binoculars, the kind of thing. Let's see who he is. I remember him, but I just can't remember his name off the top of my head. Was he 87? Is he 87 or 86?
He's 87.
I think he's 87. You might be right. Where is he? There's Crazy Legs, Fast Draw, Chuckles. Sneak Peek. That's who he is. Sneak Peek.
Sneak Peek. Wow, he has a lot of crap.
So he needs one of those things. We got one here. And then we need some kind of walkie-talkie thing in a microphone, which we don't have. But we got this piece. This is Sneak Peek's thing. So I don't know how the heck does he use this? I have no idea how he would even use this thing. Like, do you just stand it up next to him? Like, I don't get it. Like, no wonder it was in my bin of extra stuff, because he can't really hang on to it, you know? So. Oh, Sonny's here. Hey, Sonny, how you doing? Hawk was my Duke. Jonathan Redmond. Hello, everybody. Everyone's saying hello to the new people who came in. Does that monocular on your desk go to him? Yeah, that's it. Yep. Oh, war disabled rock and roll. How long have we been going? 2 hours? Wow. All right. Let's burn through some of these here. We got to get through this stuff. Deep 6. His arms are loose. I need a better deep 6. I got this guy. Who's this guy? He's got a funky helmet. Looks like a baseball helmet like you'd wear when you're going to go up to bat. You know, it's really oversized. Backpack machine gun. That guy's got to be later. He's got to be like 88 or 89 or something because I don't recognize him that much.
Yeah, that's he's got to be 89.
Yeah.
I don't remember him.
Not 89, I don't think. Maybe he's in 90? Is he really that far up? Is he even a G.I. Joe figure? At this point, it's like, who is this guy? I've been flipping through all these pages and I don't see him, so we're into 91 now and he's not in there. Wow. All right, let's go to 92. The last year.
Lobot seems to think he might be a 2000s.
Oh, here he is. Bulletproof. 1992.
92, okay.
Bulletproof, 1992. So he should have a black stand. So one of the black stands I have should go to him. And he's got this the giant neon launcher that I got in my bin. So that giant launcher goes to him.
And how in the hell does he hold that?
I don't know. And he's also supposed to have a little hose thingy or little communication thing that goes in this peg here. So is he supposed to put his arm? This is insane. So his arm goes through here and he puts this is going to...
Oh, he was one of the drug guys. Okay.
I'm afraid to put his hand in that. I think his thumb's going to break off if you try to put that on his hand. So he's not going to use that giant weapon because he's got this giant peg right here that goes in his hand and his arm goes through the slot to hang on to it. But that peg looks bigger than the hole. So I think his hand's going to break off when you try to put that on. So I'm not going to
look like Carl Weathers to hold that thing.
I'm not going to put that on. So because we know my track record here, I try to put something on and it's going to break them. So he will just stay right there with this thing next to him. And then we have a terrible Serpentor here. Crotch broken, legs are loose, arms are loose, the teeth are broken off. He doesn't have his backpack that gets the Cobra thing over his head. So he's cannon fodder for... We could find a second one and build one out of the two, maybe.
Yeah.
I got to get a Serpentor, like a good one. Especially to fight Sergeant Slaughter, right? So here's an extra shipwreck going in the extra pile. We got 3 Wild Bills. Wild Bill. 2 of them are pretty... This one's really loose and battered up. that one's slightly discolored. This is, well, he's slightly discolored as well, but he's really tight. So we'll put those two over there. Put the one Wild Bill on a stand. I like Wild Bill. He was one of my favorites. Because I like the Dragonfly so much.
Yeah.
Plus, he would always scream like "whoa" and all that stuff on the, on the show. Hey, we got another Footloose here. We got another Footloose. But I don't think that's the correct backpack. I think that's an accessory pack backpack, I think. I don't know if that's the right... I don't know. Yeah, I think those are accessory pack backpacks. I don't know. But we got another Footloose. Put him in the extra pile.
I'm still amazed all those are standing up and haven't started dominoing yet.
Tomax and Zaymot. All right, so...
I'm Tomax. This is my brother Zaymot. This is my other brother Zaymot.
So, yeah, two of these have the scar. And if I remember right, the scar is on the metal, so it's the right head on the right body. And Tomax had the scar, right? So these... Yeah, there we go. So Tomax and Zaymot, they look right. I always got to check to make sure that no one has, swapped things around because they're just building them and not paying attention to which head goes on which body and who gets what and stuff. So what's interesting about Tomax and Zaymot is they don't fit. The hole is small, so the pegs don't fit on those, which has me curious to try an original G.I. Joe stand. And they don't fit on that either. So for some reason, Tomax does not fit on a stand. And Zaymot will, well, it's really tight. I'm not going to try. I don't think these, for whatever reason, their holes are smaller. They're not going to fit on a stand, so I'm not putting them on a stand. We'll leave them right here. And they should have this accessory with them. So they'll go like that. And then I have two more versions of Mutt here. This one's pretty beat up. This one's fairly nice. So we'll put them in the extra pile. And then this is the Awe Striker Driver crankcase, right? And I remember crankcase had a black gun. Let's see what if we have. So crankcase had the gray helmet. That's not his helmet, is it? No, that's not the proper helmet for crankcase. It had a slight flare to it. I don't have a crankcase helmet. I guess we can leave that helmet on him for now. But he should have a gun like that with an open stock. Which I don't have here. No, wait, whoa. Oh, no. It has a second, like an ammo clip in there. So that's close, but not the right one. No, don't have his gun. Yeah, look, you can even tell by looking at it. Look at the holes. Like the holes on all the Tomax and Zaymots are too small. That's crazy. Even the extra one I have. Like you can even look at it and see that they're smaller. That's funny. We have, is it Zanzibar? I think those light green backpacks are correct. You think this is correct? That's the real backpack for Footloose? Okay. Let's double check. He's right. Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Because look at, here he is. So he's got the helmet with the leaves on it, a little bazooka thing, sort of like what Bazooka had, a machine gun, and you're right, it's a light colored backpack like that. So you're right. But I don't have the machine gun or anything, huh? Yeah, and this I think is Zanzibar or whatever his name was. But I don't have any of his stuff. I think he should have a pistol and a and then he comes with that skier. We don't have the skier. The ski thing. All right, I got three snow troopers, snow serpents, but no gear for these guys. I need gear for them. Really cool. I loved these snow serpents. I thought they were awesome. And this last one is in rough shape, and his thumb broke off. Both hands, his thumb broke off. So he could just be a driver or someone who sits in something as a co-pilot, while the other two, you know, can use weapons and have. This one's in really good shape, actually. So that's cool. A couple of those guys. We'll put one of them on a stand and up with our other guys here as a representative. And then I just found this gun on the table. This looks like the same kind of gun that the G.I. Joe, the regular Joes used, but it must be from an accessory pack. And then we have, speaking of Cobra Eels, we got a couple of eels here. This eel lost his entire hand. And this eel is kind of loose, but at least he exists. They both need all their equipment. I don't have any equipment for eels. But we can put one up here to represent. Other drivers, we got Wild Weasel for the Rattler and the Strata Viper for the Night Raven. So that's cool. We got a couple drivers there. I'm running out of stands. I'm not going to have enough stands. But some of these guys could go with their vehicle when I get their vehicle. Which, by the way, I just pulled the trigger on a Night Raven last night. So there is a Night Raven coming. And it looks awesome. I really am looking forward to getting it. It really looks good. It's missing a piece on the gun on the top of the Night Raven has a little screen that goes on it, and that screen is missing. So I was able to talk him down and get a really good deal. Because whenever they're missing one piece, I'm like, well, that means I have to go hunting. I need to get it for cheaper, you know, and got it for cheaper. So here is a dark blue Cobra Commander, and he doesn't have his backpack, but I got the gun. The armored Cobra Commander. And then we have a blue version of Baroness. These came in a 3-pack. It was him, Baroness, and Destro. They came in a 3-pack, I think in the early 2000s. But so I've got those figures. They were just cool versions, so I just saw them somewhere and picked them up because they're cool versions. We have Voltar, and this one's got a broken crotch, and he's a little beat up. I actually just got a new Voltar. He's coming in the mail, and he's complete with the vulture. Voltar should have a vulture with him. So there's a new one coming, and he should be here any day now. So we got another Voltar with his vulture and everything. Here's Covergirl. Covergirl, it's my original Covergirl. She's still got the silver. And she does have holes in the feet because she's also got flat feet. But again, the holes are small. That one doesn't fit. And the original one doesn't fit. So she doesn't actually... The original stands and the new stands don't fit her. So she doesn't get a stand. She's just going to stand up without a stand. But I usually just have her sitting in the Wolverine anyway, so she's just going to go back in the Wolverine. I have a HISS tank driver that I've had since I was a kid, and half a HISS tank driver that I've had since I was a kid. So we'll have to get legs for him. And again, these guys just usually sit in the HISS tanks. I don't really take them out that often. But I did so we can go through and just have the guys. And the HISS tank drivers, I also painted as a kid. I painted this black stripe on the top of the head for some reason. I don't know why. And I may have repainted the... Well, no, I guess I didn't paint the legs. They look original. But, yeah. And the Cobra symbol's worn off. I could stand to get a better driver, a newer driver, just to have... one with the Cobra symbol on his chest. And then we have Backstop, right? He's from the what the heck is that vehicle he drives? He drives that vehicle. Persuader, the Persuader. He drives the Persuader. Oh, here we go. So there's the battle armor Cobra Commander that this one, they're essentially the same figure. Just in 2000, they painted it blue. But here's the original one. Battle armor Cobra Commander. Again, I don't have any of his gear. And this did not happen right now, but look, his foot's broken. I was going to put him on a stand and realized it's broke. So it happened before I got him, I guess. So he'll just lay down there. Girly holes. Can't imagine are 35, 40 years old already. Yeah. That's because of the vehicle they had. Yeah, it could be. Hey, Hawkspot, how you doing? Great. Look forward to a review. Any word from the guy you gave the $200 to? No word yet, but I didn't check this morning to see if he messaged me or not. Hopefully soon I'll know. So we got an interesting thing here. We got... This is... let's see, that face. So Flash had this body, and so did Grand Slam. And this is Grand Slam because of the face. You got to look at the face. But he's got the wrong, an extra a different boot on. So this is not what's supposed to be there. So he's a straight arm version, but needs some repair, and he's got the helmet and visor of, well, no, not the helmet, but the visor from Steeler. So we got to give the visor to Steeler when we get. I don't have a Steeler yet, so we got to do that. We got to give him that. So he needs some repair. He needs some setup. Let's see other drivers here. Is this another? This is another Thunder. So he's an extra Thunder driver. And we got the driver of the helicopter, the Tomahawk driver. What was his name? The Tomahawk driver. Oh, I dropped a stand. Who drove the Tomahawk? What was his name? Yeah, we got Slipstream here for the Conquest, which is coming today. The Conquest should show up today. So we got Slipstream for the Conquest. Lift Ticket, that was his name. Lift Ticket. And he's supposed to have, again, a little hose thing that goes on his helmet for the speaker part, but we don't have that piece for Lift Ticket. And Slipstream was just on his own. So Slipstream is fine. Lift Ticket here is fine. He just needs to have the whole helicopter. We got to get him a helicopter. I just dropped a couple stands here. Let's see. We got is it Blizzard? Is that his name? Blizzard? Blizzard's really loose. He could stand to get an upgrade. I think that's his name. Let's double check. Is he 86? Was he 86? I think he was 86. Iceberg. Are people putting it in there? Iceberg, yeah. Iceberg. And that's all he had was the white gun. Iceberg, yeah. Hawk's got it right here. Iceberg. Hey, Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. How you doing? I still have a few of my old Joes. Had to replace the O-rings. I've been subbed here for a while. Cool. Thanks, Fantastic. Appreciate that. Yeah, there's a couple that I got to do some O-ring work on. This guy's O-ring seems fine, but his head is loose and his knees are loose. So he could stand for an upgrade. So we got another version of Bazooka here. Was this a Tiger Force Bazooka? And that's what this gun goes to. So he also should have this green gun. We could do something interesting like this and have him hang on to it. Kind of like that. Yeah. And he also should have had, I think, one of these. I don't know. Let's double check. And in this big green set of stuff goes with him. Let's see which version this is. I think it could be 88. It could be later in the line here. I don't know. I don't think it's this. It gets later than 89 even. It's when they all came with funky colored stuff. Here they go, 92, they had the sprues. Yep, there it is, Battle Corps Bazooka. Battle Corps Bazooka. So he had the blue launcher. So this blue launcher goes with him. That's what it is. Which I don't want to put with him anyways, so I'll just put him on display like that and leave the launcher in the bin because it's too big. It's crazy. So that's that. So we have a Night Viper that's missing everything. So he's missing all of his gear. Oh, here's Monkey Wrench. So we got to give him his gun. Thanks to John Baldry, we now have the gun for Monkey Wrench. And we'll put him on a stand. And put him back here with the other Dreadnoughts. And then we finally we dug out his gun for Airtight. So this is Airtight's gun. And the hose goes back to this little backpack. It clips on there. So there we go. Airtight's done. Well, we need Airtight's, the little hose. That thing, the little hose thing is missing on Airtight, but that's okay. Hey, is this another bazooka? This might be Tiger Force Bazooka, right? Let's see. That could be Tiger Force Bazooka. I don't know. What year was Tiger Force? Was that 87, 88, maybe? Yeah, Battle Corps was 90. What did we say that was 92? 1992? Yeah, okay, so here's Tiger Force and Night Force. No, Tiger Force Bazooka looked like that. So who is that guy? We have Tiger Force Dusty. I saw that guy over here. Where is he? Here he is. There's Tiger Force Dusty, but with no equipment. We don't have any equipment for Tiger Force Dusty. So he'll just stand up there with no equipment. Who is this guy then? It looks like Bazooka, the way the face is. But I'm not seeing him. He's not in Tiger Force. Oh, here's the complete Voltar, so you know with the. I mean, he's coming. He's on his way. Because I wanted to get all the ones with the animals, so they're coming. Python Patrol, I remember all those. We're into 1990, now we're going into 91. Wow, when did this guy come out? We got to go into 92. Wow, he's not in 92 either. 93. Oh, he's Leatherneck. He's Battle Corps Leatherneck in 1993. So he's along with the Bazooka 93 versions. Boy, he looks different for Leatherneck. His face is totally different. I mean, look at this. He looks more like Bazooka in the face than Leatherneck. That's weird. But okay, it's a version of Leatherneck. Whatever. Put him over here. Bazooka back up here. All right. And now we have a version of that. This is also a 92 or 93 version of Duke, which we got here. And we're out of stands, so no more stands. And that doesn't have any equipment. We have a Iron Grenadier version of Destro with a really destroyed cape. So we could stand to get a better one with a cape if we even want to go that route. I don't know if we'll stay with Iron Grenadiers. We got a later version of Snake Eyes with no equipment. We got Gung Ho. Here's Gung Ho with all his stuff. He looks complete. So Gung Ho looks complete. We're running out of room here. We don't have any more. We're out of stands, and we don't have any room to put guys. We got the other version of Hawk, the original Hawk that came with, and he's got Grunt's weapon in his hand. This is the one that came with the SMS missile system. And he's a swivel-armed original Hawk. Pretty cool. We got Thrasher. Thrasher's the driver of the Dreadnought vehicle there. Was it just called the Thunder? The Thunder tank or Thunder? What was that vehicle called? Profit Director Destro. That's funny. Was that 85? Let's see. That was 85. Wasn't it that vehicle? No, was it really 84? Or was it 86? It couldn't have been 86. That's way too down the road, right? Yeah, it must have been 84. I went past it. No. When the heck did that Dreadnought vehicle come out? I don't see it. In 84 or 85 or 86. It couldn't have been that late. What the hell? Where is it? Do I have the carry? I have one carry case. I can show you it in a second. But I don't think it's the original carry case. We're going to need a bigger table. It's the hat that makes the difference for Leatherneck, yeah. Thunder Machine, yeah, the Thunder Machine, 86. I swear I looked through 86 and didn't see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, 86, you're right. There it is, the Thunder Machine. So I need the club. I don't have that club for him. I need that club. I know I don't have that. So look at this. I got Ace for the Sky Striker. I didn't even know I had him, and he's in the pile. His helmet's a little dented. Well, the little thing around it, and he doesn't have a helmet. I need to get a helmet. But otherwise, it's not a bad-looking Ace figure. I'm happy with that. We got this guy. Who is this guy again? I don't remember what his... He's a Cobra guy, right? Was he 87? Was he 87? Or 88 even? Oh, man. I don't remember this guy. Like, I remember him, but I don't remember his name. I think he's a Cobra guy. Is he in 89 even? Is he that far up? Yeah, he's a Heat Viper. So there's the Night Viper that we showed earlier. So I need all of the Night Viper's equipment. And then the Heat Viper has a lot of stuff. He's got 6 little missiles, a hose thing, another hose thing, a big bazooka thing, and a weird looking gun dealy. Wow, that's going to be tough to finish that guy up, I think. Oh, there's the Alley Viper. Look at that. A lot of these came with a lot of equipment at this time. But what's funny is I just noticed while flipping through here, like these are I saw the weapons. I have all the weapons for this guy. For Blizzard. See, there is a guy named Blizzard. But I have the gun and this. Remember I said earlier, like, is that Stalker's gun? It's Blizzard's gun. So I got some of Blizzard in there. We got Boa. Is it Big Boa? With his punching gloves. But I need his stand. Zarana, like we were talking earlier, she was one of the reasons I started doing this because I almost bought one, and I might still go back and get her because this one's discolored, and the one I saw has all of her equipment, and this is a little loose and beat up. So now that I see the one in my collection, I might just go back and get that one because I want to say it was only like $10 or $15. What did I say? Like, was it $15? I think. And it was complete. So we got this guy. Is that the Astro Viper or something like that? I don't remember. Oh, here's Lady J, but no equipment again. I don't have anything for Lady J. I need all her equipment. So we'll have to get that stuff for Lady J. And we got this guy. Oh, what was his name? I know his name. I know his name. I know him. He was 87, right? Isn't he 87? Or was he 80? Okay, so Gyro Viper is the one guy. So that's him. Gyro Viper. So he should have a helmet. And then we got, I guess that other guy might have been 88 then, huh? Oh, here he is. Shockwave. That's his name. How could I not remember the name Shockwave? So that's Shockwave. And did we have that backpack? I think I might have seen. No, I was thinking of this. Okay, nope, that's not it. Okay. So we don't have any equipment for Shockwave. But that's a cool looking figure. I like him. Good character. And then we have these three guys. So this is Budo, right? Bushido. No equipment for Bushido. And then these two. Who are these guys? I don't even recognize them that much. Lady J looked pretty. I wish Scarlet looked as good back in the day. Shocking Blue, Shockwave. I got a bunch of stuff with flag points. Yeah, I remember sending in flag points. I loved that thing. Heat Viper. 90s Cobra. Love that wave for Cobra figures. Sent off for the hooded Cobra Commander. Yeah, he's sitting right there, hooded Cobra Commander. So yeah, those guys are, let's see, we'll flip through the book here a little bit. Going to 88. Foot. He's not an Astro Viper, not a Secto Viper, Toxo Viper, no. They kind of look like they're Cobra guys, right? We'll see. Huh. Not in 89. Going to 90. They're not in 90. Oh, here we go. Undertow. So that guy is Undertow. He should come with a Barracuda, a spear stabby thing, trident, a hose, like a kneeboard thing, some swim fins, a little face mask, and a missile. Is that a missile? So that's this guy. Undertow. So he needs a lot of stuff. And then that other guy, the other guy is here on this page as well. He's Laser Viper. So he has a helmet, 2 hoses, a backpack, some kind of weird thing, and 2 other weird things. Oh, I bet it comes underneath and he hangs onto it like a... Yeah, I get what's going on there. So that's who this guy is. And then lastly, we have a couple of guys that were out of reach here. We got Spearheaded Max, and they're complete. Spearheaded Max is complete. And we got Blowtorch here with the wrong colored gun. It should be light green, but I've got a dark green one for now with the from an expansion pack. And he should have a face mask that plugs into here, but I'm missing the face mask. So he needs a couple of things. He needs a couple of things there to make him complete. And then we also have my original, is it Ripcord, right? And he needs a new rubber band. His rubber band, I can tell, is very, very loose. But this is the Ripcord I've had since I was a kid. So it's an original rubber band in there. And all of his equipment stayed on him pretty good there. Face mask, the little parachute, the helmet, and his gun. Pretty cool. And he's probably been standing on that stand for 20 odd years as well. So that does it. I've got pieces here of figures that are in here. So this looks like Crimson Guard legs. So I've got some with different boots, though. Those aren't the proper boots. So this is a total mishmash thing. And like I said, we got half of a driver, half of that guy, and the bottom half of a different Storm Shadow. So we've got some pieces there. And we've got another Slipstream with the wrong head. So that's another mishmash figure we can deal with later. Put them in the extra pile. And that's it. That's all the figures. Wow. So that was quite a task. And now offline, I'll catalog all these as I'm putting them away and check off what parts I need for who. And the hunt will begin anew. We will keep searching I made a list of the figures I want, and there's still about 60 G.I. Joe figures that I want to pick up, if you can believe that. So on top of everything you see here, there's still another 50 or 60 figures that I want to pick up. And but I got to go through that list and make sure I don't have any here, because there's probably 2 or 3 on that list that I got to check off as already having, because I didn't, like I said, I didn't realize I already had Zorana, and I had bought 2 of one of the characters already. Who was it? It was the Ice Viper. That's what it was. I didn't realize I bought the whole Ice Viper, not realizing all I needed was his accessories. But that's okay. I can have more than one of the Vipers. The Vipers, you can have a couple. You can army build those, so that's okay. So yeah, wow. Cool. This was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I mean, we went overboard. I was hoping to only be about 2 hours, but we've gone almost 3 hours. By the way, what I have for fixing Joes is this little kit. It's really cool. You got all the different sizes, and if you've got foreign action figures and other things, I've had to use some of these weird star tools and other things on foreign toys, like toys from other countries. I mean, I shouldn't say foreign, because I don't know. I don't like that word. So, but yeah, mostly for G.I. Joe, it's this one, Phillips Head 1 for G.I. Joe, and that works pretty good. But this was like a $10 set, and, so they're not that difficult, like at Walmart or something. And it works well for. I've used it for so many different toys, rebuilding and correcting, like taking vehicles apart and figures apart and doing different things. So it's a really handy little set. And like I said, I think it was only like $10 at Walmart or something. It was really cheap. That's why I bought it, and it works out great. All right. So it's cool to be able to see all this in one spot and sort of get myself back to view here. Hello. I always wish they had made Quinn in the October Guard from the comics. Yeah, they made a couple of October Guard figures, but they're not the same ones that you saw in the comic books and in the cartoon even. Like, for whatever reason, the action figures of the October Guard, I think the only one that looks the same is the Big Bear or whatever his name is, but everybody else, they screwed up. They don't look like they did in the comics or the cartoon. And that has always bothered me. Yeah, I agree. That has always bothered me. Missed that one. I don't have any 12-inch new ones. I have 12-inch 60s ones. And someone wanted to see the case. Let me grab the case real quick. But I'll be right back here. The G.I. Joe case that I have is this case. I have this case for G.I. Joe. But I don't have the smaller cases. This was 1984, but they had those smaller cases in the originals. And then for 12-inch, I have 12-inch ones like this guy with the backpack, and he's got his binoculars and these holsters and things and cantinas and a little ammo pouch, a belt with ammo pouches on it. And he's got a dress uniform here, and the pants are tucked up inside, and so are the boots. There's boots and pants tucked up inside the shirt, but the dress uniform's just sitting next to him. But I wouldn't mind getting I could get another Naked Joe, I guess, and put the dress uniform on somebody, because that would be pretty cool. And then the other Joe I have from the 60s 12-inch is this guy. And he's got the scuba tanks with the straps and swim fins, so we can go underwater if I want. But it's got the inflatable raft, the little pike thing that goes on the side here, binoculars. He's wearing the air uniform thing right now with the backpack and the like the goggle or the headphones and everything, boots on. But he's ready to go in the water if he needs to. But yeah, these are I think they were 1964, if I remember, on the butt. Then the butt has the date on it. He's got like an inflatable life vest. You can actually blow this up with air if you want. You can. It's funny. You can blow the boat up with air. But I even have some of the manuals from the 60s also. Like this one's blank on the back, but this one shows the Jeep. And they got the all this gear inside and stuff that you could get. It was pretty cool how they did these back then. 1964, yeah, it says 1964 on both of them, actually. G.I. Joe Action Soldier Army Manual. So yeah, there's one for each figure over there, and oh my gosh, there's even little inserts in here, like club member benefit set. G.I. Joe club member special benefits. Oh, that's cool. Join the G.I. Joe club. So yeah, I got little inserts and things with these. That's cool. I didn't even realize. I forgot that was in there. That's funny. And I still have a sandbag, like one of them. That's kind of like just 12-inch represent. I don't really collect 12-inch, but I found those for a really, I mean, they were like peanuts. It was a few dollars at a thrift store. They had a whole bin full of stuff, and I was able to build those 2 figures and get some extra parts and out of that bin. And it was a long time ago, and it was just a couple dollars. So that's been my 12-inch representation, because I don't really collect 12-inch figures, but I love G.I. Joe, so I had to have a couple, and when I saw that deal, I kind of took it, you know. They were based on real people. Yeah. Great collection. Nice collection. Thank you. I meant 6-inch. Oh, yeah, I do have them. The Classified Series 6-inch are over. They're actually all on the floor in a pile, but I do have, I think I'm up to date on those. I love those. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Haven't seen that case before. Yeah, the little square ones, I think, are what you were talking about, and those I don't have. I want to get some, but I just haven't found them for a good price yet. With a fuzzy beard. Yeah. You pulled his dog tag. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that one that talked. Yeah. Yeah, the talking commando. Yeah, over time, you couldn't tell what they said. Yeah. Probably Action Man. Yeah. I actually think, like, it's a toss-up, but Action Man may have had more options for dressing him up, because I think the Action Man line over in the UK went a lot longer than the 12-inch G.I. Joe did here. So there might be a lot more options for your Action Man than there is for G.I. Joe as far as dressing them up. And some of the ones that I see on Vintage Toy Rush and other channels, I'm just blown away by. So yeah, it wouldn't be bad at all to get some of those. I'm not in Virginia. I'm South Florida. We just had a power failure. Oh boy. All right, well, I'm going to get going. I got to get some breakfast in me. Wow, it's almost 10 o'clock here. I've been talking a lot longer than I planned on. I was hoping I thought this would be like a 2-hour thing, but it's been 3 hours. So I'm going to get going. I'm going to get my day going. I got to catalog this stuff and put it away for now while I work on that room. There's a walk-in closet off this room, and I took the doors off, and the walk-in closet's going to be the G.I. Joe area. So that's where stuff's going to go. So I got to catalog these and figure out what parts I need for these guys. And then now I won't get duplicates anymore. And then we'll slowly put everything together in that room. And once the whole toy room, the whole toy condo is done, we'll do a big tour. So, all right, guys, thanks a lot. I'm probably going to do this every Sunday morning for a little while, just to see how it goes. So, yeah. I have seen Tony's collection in Analog Toys. It's really cool. Yeah, he's got a great collection over there. Bye, John. This was fun. Thank you. Take care. Great stream. Rum Lego build at 10 a.m. All right. Eastern. All right. So just a few minutes before Rum's Lego build. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll probably do this every Sunday morning for a little while just to keep it going. I think I'm going to look at my Rambo stuff next week. So if you like Rambo, come back next Sunday morning and let's take a look at all my Rambo stuff. All right. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.